Okay, this video is something that I've wanted to tell a lot of people. I tell people here and there in person or in VR, and most people don't understand it, or not very much into the understanding the universe, things like that. So basically, all the paradoxes, everything unraveled in the universe is based on one simple answer, and that's that space is a substance. This unlocks everything. Black holes, for instance, create space. This is what scientists couldn't figure out what happened to the information, the energy and the matter that goes into it. You see, and I'm gonna say it's in my theory, but I know I've done proven it unravels and unlocks everything and answers all the questions. But I'll say theory. So, in theory, there are three different stages. There's space itself, which is a substance, of course, let's get that straight. And the next stage is energy, and the next stage is matter. It works with Einstein's E equals mc squared. Same principle. There's just another level of it that nobody's ever known about, evidently. Out of the hundreds of books that I've read on quantum physics, particle physics, and all this other stuff, self-taught, of course, so you can take that into account if you want, though that means nothing. So, light itself is not energy and it's not a particle, it's both. Light has a photon which forms and reforms and deforms inside of what I like to call a photon cloud. It's an intermediary particle for electrons. Now, electrons circle inside of an atom, say hydrogen 1 atom, which only has 1 proton, 1 electron. It circles inside of it, inside of an electron cloud. It's the same thing. This intermediary particle gives birth to the electron, basically. So, let's just say it that way. It's a lot simpler. So, the photon, this is the reason, this also answers the double slit theory. This is the reason why when scientists get a wave and view the light as a particle through the double slit theory, because it is energy and it is a particle at some points. So, like I said, in my theory, the photon forms and reforms, deforms, it bounces around inside of the cloud. Because it's moving so fast, it can't stay in its current state, basically. So, okay. So, like I said, it also answers black holes. But now there's 4 forces in the universe. And every scientist always tries to leave out gravitational force in a grand unified theory. That's their problem. Now, see, in 2012, the Higgs boson was found to be real. It's there. It wasn't just theoretical at that point. 2012, they discovered it. They also call it the God particle. Now, there are 4 forces in the universe, and let's say there's electromagnetic force, strong force, weak force, and gravitational force. Now, electromagnetic force is an intermediary particle we know as a photon, as I just said. And the intermediary particle for strong force is the gluon. And the intermediary particle or particles for the weak force is W and Z bosons. That only leaves one other force, that's gravitational force, and one other intermediary particle, the Higgs boson, the God particle. So, why have they not linked that to that? I don't know. No one's ever said that but me that I know of. And I've been saying this for, let's see, my completion of my discovery for me to accept that it was 100% was about 6 years ago. But these are a lot of theories that has been in my head for a long time. Now, to prove that space is a substance in many, many ways. We'll go to the point where you say there can be no such thing as nothing inside of something, meaning everything in the universe is connected. Well, let's prove that in different ways. For instance, energy cannot be destroyed or created. This has been proved. Nothing can be destroyed or created. I'm sorry. Let me correct myself. So, since nothing can be destroyed or created and everything is, and the universe is infinite, not infinite in its direction, but infinite. We'll just give it a 3. But it's infinite inside of itself as far as motion goes. Basically, motion is the only infinite thing in the whole entire universe. So that means there's a ceiling to the universe, but we'll get to that in a minute. So that means everything is constantly moving. And I'll just do this one again. It's only on level 3. I gotta go through all the levels. So we'll pick this. That's what I picked last time. So now when I say the universe has a ceiling, I mean that it has an end to it. It only goes so far. And if you imagine it like a hydrogen 1 atom, the proton is in the middle. The proton, in this case, is every galaxy in the universe. Once you back out from it, it just becomes one little ball. Once you can see it as one point. And then you start to realize, okay, and the rest of it is space. It's nothing but space. Once you get to a certain point, it's just pure space. Okay, so like an hydrogen 1 atom, 99% of it is space. So can you imagine every galaxy in our entire universe right now being only a 1% of what the universe is, and that the universe, the other 99%, is nothing but empty space. Now after that, it gets to nothing. Now when I say nothing, I mean pure nothing, true nothing. There is no hot, no cold, no light, no darkness, etc., etc., etc. It is the thing that balances and keeps this something in check. And you'd never be able to get there, because even if you could take enough energy, say an electron, how it escapes the orbit of the proton in the hydrogen atom, causing it to be an ion, it cannot get, you can never get that far, because it would almost take the entire power of the universe itself, or a big part of it. It would take that much energy. Let's just say it would take the energy of many galaxies, the energy of it, you understand what I'm saying, to exit, to get to the edge of the actual universe where it's just space. But not only that, you can't have that, and that will never happen. Once you travel out forward, it will keep telling you that you're going straight, but in fact you're going to be curving around the universe forever. The universe is like this big ball in front of me. It's a big circle of life. You know, you've heard it all before, but it is. That's what it is. So if you imagine this is like a wheel and there are spokes on the wheel, we are just spokes on a wheel. So eventually, through entropy, there's only so many recreations of the universe, deforming and reforming, until we come back to this exact point. Meaning, I've had this conversation and I've recorded this video before, when the universe was here in this form previously, and it'll happen again, and it's infinite. It will never stop. There is no beginning, there is no end. So I know these are concepts that are complicated and hard for humans to understand, but there is such thing as nothing, and there is such thing as there is no beginning and there is no end, and space is a substance. So thank you for watching my video.